Merciless Ray Mercer, and we're bullying and kicking it together.
TSC and Kickin It, standing alongside boxing legend, the nice, the kind, the generous, but the always merciless Ray Mercer, looking great, a few pounds lighter, about 40 pounds lighter. We're here at the Atlantic City Martial Arts Hall of Fame, put together by Alan Goldberg. Mr. Mercer, how's your weekend in AC treating you?
Oh man, it gets better with time, man. Every time I come, it's better and better.
And you're looking better with time. Before we get to everything you're doing with Kickin It and the boxing world still, what is your secret? You look great.
Well, just leaving the alcohol alone for a minute, you know. I dropped 40 pounds. I quit drinking. This is going into my 12th month, and that's my secret.
It's pretty amazing. And I got to say, too, over the years we've talked about boxing and if it can make a comeback, and it's always kind of been pretty big, but can it be consistent? And I feel like over the last year or two since we last spoke, I mean, it's really gotten bigger. I mean, you had the Mayweather-McGregor freak show fight, but then you had, the amazing two back-to-back Canelo and Triple G fights. PBC is now on Fox. Manny Pacquiao just fought Adrian Broner, and that did a pretty good buy rate. What's your overall assessment right now of the state of boxing?
It's not as good as it was back in the maybe the 70s and the 80s, maybe the 90s. But it's certainly a different generation nowadays. I mean, it seems like after maybe 10 fights or so, then you can get a title shot. We got champions that don't have experience. And I think of all our trainers right now, all our good trainers, they're training foreigners. And, that's taken away from the Americans. I think we need to get our trainers to start training our fighters again.
What's your assessment of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury? Two guys with two different backgrounds, both considered the best at the heavyweight division. Really kind of, I feel like, put heavyweight boxing back in the spotlight with their fight. At the time we're recording this, we're not sure if they're going to fight again right away, but they've definitely got momentum on their side and got a lot of people talking.
Yeah, I thought it was a great, entertaining fight. I thought by far Fury won the fight. It's just a shame. I've been robbed a lot of times before myself, and for Tyson Fury to not get that fight, to me, it was just a hurting feeling. Tyson Fury, he worked hard for it. He's beating his demons. He should have took them titles home. Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, I feel sorry for Mark Breland because he's not showing any fighting skills at all. And Mark Breland has been training him for some years now. So it was like an embarrassment to the heavyweight division to have a heavyweight champion throw punches like he was throwing punches.
Now, in fairness to Wilder, though, I mean, he's beating all comers and everything. So are you saying from a pure boxing standpoint, you'd like to see him kind of improve? Because as far as pure talent and power, he's getting by on that. But do you think long term, if he wants to really cement his legacy, he's got to improve?
Well, I'm telling you this, there's a saying in boxing that if you look for a knockout, you're not going to get it. So that's where the strength, you take the strength away because you're going to have to use your brain and you're not always going to be able to knock people out. So you have to know how to fight other ways. And I'm just saying I feel sorry for Mark Breland because this guy must not be listening to him because Mark Breland is a gold medalist. He's on one of the best Olympic teams ever, and he knows his boxing. And for Wilder to come out there throwing punches like he's throwing, that tells me that Wilder's not listening to Breland because I know Breland knows what he's talking about.
Pacquiao, Mayweather too. I know both guys are kind of past their primes. That fight's not officially official yet, but it looks likely. Mayweather's 42, I believe Pacquiao's 40. How do you see that fight going down? I'd want to see a good fight. I don't know. Pacquiao looks awfully good now. They say it's a saying in boxing, once you beat a guy, then you should always beat him. I think Mayweather's a smart fighter. I think Mayweather will come out on top again. But I think it'll be a great fight. Do you still give Tim Sylvia nightmares?
I think if you ask him, I think every now and then, after getting knocked out like he got knocked out, I think he still thinks about it.
And on a lighter note, we're here for Alan Goldberg's anti-bullying charity, Bullying. We're Kicking It. Can you tell us what brings you here today?
Well, I've been with the Kicking It, the bullying thing now for 8 years, and I like to feel like I'm a good spokesman for it. And this is one of the reasons I come up here to meet Jenna Marie and try to get some sponsors for some of her events. Some of our events, and we're going to put on one this summer. It's going to be great. We put on a golf outing on the March 1st. It's going to be a great event. We need sponsors. Gina Marie, she's doing everything she can to help these kids. and she's been in a recent accident, and she hadn't been able to, really, it's been hard for her. So right now we need more help for the kids. If you've seen the work that she does with the kids, man, you guys would come and help out, and that's really what we need, because she has a heart of gold.